Warburton. Jessica was born in Garden City, Kansas. She lives in Los Angeles. She is a celebrity hairdresser and makeup artist. Jessica Warburton, give her a hand.
Wouldn't it be weird if I really talked like that, though? They asked me to come and talk to you guys. I did a little video with a friend of mine. I was working on Haley Hasselhoff. Y'all know Haley Hasselhoff? The Hoff's daughter. Okay. My photographer friend and her were talking about we made this video. WePack committee person saw the video and invited me out to talk to you guys a little bit. I'm here because I'm 32. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Women do not lie and make themselves older. I really am 32. When I was 28, I was diagnosed with stage 3C ovarian cancer. I'm here because I was so young. A lot of people, all the doctors would tell me, oh, you're too young. It's gastrointestinal, it's ulcers, it's gas, it's anything, you name it, I had it. Heartburn. The flu, I had it all. But no, it was ovarian cancer. I went into my surgery 120 pounds and I came out 108 pounds. They pulled approximately 12 pounds of cancer out of my body. I don't really like the term survivor or warrior because I kind of feel like that implies that people who dealt with what I dealt with didn't fight as hard as those who made it. But I think that's kind of become an accepted term, so I do consider myself a cancer survivor. I also have what's called the BRCA1 mutation. There's BRCA1, there's BRCA2, and if you're a female, find 2 other females in the room and look at them. No, really, go ahead. Look at them. Remember their faces, because 1 out of 3 of you has the BRCA mutation. It increases your risk for breast cancer. So, when I was 30, 2 years ago, I had a preventative bilateral mastectomy. Yes, I got fake boobs for free. And I'm okay with this, you guys. I didn't want to do it again. I didn't want to have to go into the doctor, because let me tell you what, when they turn around and when the doctor looks at you and you're 28 years old and he says you have cancer and you have to have emergency surgery, that is like looking down a narrow tunnel. And I don't know if you guys have seen the movie 50-50, but that movie really has it depicted incredibly well. It's like you have this ringing in your ear and you don't even know what to think. And honestly, my first thought was, oh my God, my hair is gonna fall out. I mean, I'm just saying. So they asked me to come and talk to you guys because I'm so young and I have kind of a cheery attitude on it. I don't think it was a blessing. I don't think cancer is a blessing in disguise. A lot of people say that, oh, it's a blessing in disguise for you. No, it's not. Because honestly, I wish I wasn't here telling you about how I beat cancer at its game. But I did win. So I walked around, I was in Houston. I had this little pocket full of dreams and I decided to up and move to LA, and now I've done Haley Hasselhoff, I've worked with Julia Roberts, I've worked with Selena Gomez, and I'm happy as a clam. And the point of me being here is because you're never too young. If you guys feel like there's something wrong with your body, argue with your doctors, because you know better than they do about how you feel when it comes to your well-being and your health. You know what's normal for you. And like I said, I went most likely since I was about 24. That's probably when it started growing my body, and they had no idea because they thought it was ulcers or just needed a fart or whatever, you know? So, so this time, anyone who has been diagnosed in the past or now with some form of cancer, they want me to have you come down to the court. So is there anyone? or maybe you're fighting it now. Anybody? No, really, you're supposed to come down.
Jessica, male and female.
Male and female, that's fine with me. This is my mom, by the way. She had breast cancer at the same time I had cancer, and was in the hospital with me, taking care of me for 8 weeks while she was really coming through. So, we're gonna be the warriors down here. I still don't like that word, but some of you guys like it, so it's okay. It's okay. We also want to ask if you have maybe a parent or a sibling or a close friend, a loved one who has had cancer, go ahead and come down to the floor. Anybody else who knows anyone who's had any form of cancer is supposed to come down to the floor. And really, everybody should be on the floor because you know me now. I mean, I'm just saying, you guys. I'm just saying. Or at least stand up. You don't have to come down to the floor if you don't really want to. But brag about doing Haley Hasselhoff and Julia Roberts because of that kind of money, because of the technological advances. I know Kansas is, God-fearing people in prayer and stuff like that, and I'm okay with all that kind of stuff too, but the reality of it is medical advances are what is keeping people like me here, because not a lot of people walk away from 12 pounds of tumors. They really don't. What you guys are doing, and it's really important because it's saving lives like you have no idea. You have no idea. Thanks, guys.
Give it up for Jessica Roberts.